All right, so we finally got everything finished up. We are ready for grout. What you doing there, Tom?
Cleaning the grout.
All right, so we're gonna get this floor grouted up. Vanity's right over here, just sitting over staged. So we've already had that in so that we know where to put the mirror, everything else in behind. But let's get started on the grout. All right, so let me get out of this corner real quick and I'll show you something here. So the trick with grout is not to step in it. So the trick with grout, though, a lot of times for people, it's just having enough grout in the joint. So see how as I swipe through, there's plenty of grout in there, and then when I come through in an angle at an intersection, it just really fine tunes that and allows you to get nice, crisp, clean grout lines. Just like that. All right, so Tom is elsewhere, so I'm trying to film and show you now that the floor is grouted. We wait about 10 to 20 minutes, but right out the gate, I want to show you. So right here on the threshold, I'm going to go ahead and get this part clean with my microfiber towel. Again, sorry. I'm going to go ahead and get this all cleaned up because I don't want that to stain. Don't want that to stain that pretty metal. So just bear with me here. See, nice, pretty pinstriped lines. Now I'm going to go over here and start working all that. All right, so Tom's a little busy right now, so I'm gonna try to show you. So look right here at this intersection. That's what you're looking for right there, just pinstriped. Pinstriped to perfection. Remember how I did that little bit right there already in the beginning? That way it wasn't sitting there drying up on me. Hey, so look, I got the homeowner in here. He's giving me a hand, but I just wanted to show you this last little section here. So we waited for the grout to stiffen up, and once it's stiffed, it takes about 20 minutes. But I mean, just beautiful grout lines. So let me show you this little area right here. You can see back in over here, see all the light color and then very little dark. So we've waited our amount of time. And then when you just run that in circles like that, look at that intersection, just beautiful. Beautiful. Just like that, that's it. Now we're gonna let this sit up for a little while, and then we'll come back in here and clean all this film off. Thanks a lot, Danny. That's it. Right there, hit that stop button. No, stop. So that was awesome. He gave me a hand there with the camera. Time's out. So we got another room we're doing, actually. It's not just the bathroom in here. We got another room out in front of their house that we're taking care of. Painting it, doing some mud work out there. So we've been flopping back and forth and the whole nine. But what I want to show you here, crucial, why everything is still wet and it is not sitting here drying on us. You want to go ahead and get this. Let me tune you in, check it out. Right here at your door frames, that little stuff back there, we don't want to sit here and have a problem later. So we just got done. I'm gonna take a microfiber towel and I'm gonna stick it in here, and we're gonna go ahead and kind of sharpen that up real pretty. Again, sorry with the camera, trying to watch what I'm doing and show you all the same breath. What'll happen a lot of times is you'll get it in here like that and my finger can't reach that. There we go. Stabilize the camera a little bit. Look. So look, I'm gonna take the end of my screwdriver here with my microfiber towel and I'm gonna stick it in here just like this. And that's gonna allow me to get back in here and work that while it's still wet, right up underneath the door jamb and all. If you would have waited, that would have hardened. Now look at it. See, nice looking. So now I'm gonna go around the corner here and I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Details. So look, before, see all that around there? It's gonna be a nightmare later. Look, after. See how much cleaner and better? So, always very important to go ahead and get this right now while it's wet, so you're not sitting here fighting all this stuff later when it's dry. All right, so we're about, I can tell you this. We use Prism Grout, and it says right on the box to wait about 3 hours. Well, I can tell you, if you wait 3 hours, you're probably going to be scrubbing this floor to death. So a lot of it depends on, you know, this is a very small bathroom. There's a lot of heat generated in here because it's such a small room. So, you know, use your best judgment. You're waiting for this white film, which we see everywhere. We're only about an hour in. We don't want to wait much longer than that because this is going to become a nightmare to get up. And we went through that years ago. So it really depends on kind of where you live, how big the bathroom is, but you know, just use your best judgment. You're literally waiting for all this white film to show itself. It's here. We don't want to wait another 2 hours or we're going to be scrubbing for days. So now I'm going to come in, this is why we can't keep no new clothes, Tom. I'm gonna try to come in here and just kind of prop myself up off the grout lines, and then opposite of what we did putting it on, see that one swipe. Now I'm not going to put that side back down and wipe again, or I'm just transferring the grout and I'm smearing it back on the tile. So it does take a minute, but once you do a clean swipe through like that, just switch your rag over, do another clean, just like that. Every time. Then I'll use the same rag, go to the back side and start over. And I'll just keep doing this process till we're all the way done. Once that was done, I just shoved that in there. I got two so that I can pick up another one. That one's down in there soaking, getting that grout off for me. why I'm using my second one here. That's all you're looking to do. One wipe and keep flipping your rag. Every time. You're just taking that grout, the little sand particles, all that. You're just taking that right off. And it's just gonna leave behind an absolute gorgeous pinstripe line. So, it's that simple. We're already done with this area. I will do what I call a final clean about, that allotted 3-hour time. I will do a final clean because I know the grout joints you're able to walk on them after 4 hours and all that stuff. So I'll give this another good final clean, but that's what you're looking for. The grout is gone, the film is gone, and it's not, the more it dries, the black is going to come back, and then it'll show you anything you might have missed along the way. All right, so look, very little haze left. So just a little bit left right here. So what I've already done, predominantly, everything's real good and clean. See, there's just a little bit of dust there. You see it on my glove, just a little bit. So the bulk of this all got clean. Now I've emptied out my water. Now I got clean water, clean microfiber towels. And now I'm going to go through here and just clean what's left. That's it. And then we are finished. All right, so look, I want to show you. You can see where I've already cleaned back here and it's starting to dry. So let me show you right over here. Now I've got the phone and the rag, but look how clean my rag is. Now watch. Before, when we were doing one swipe like that, there's no need for that now. So now we're coming through here and we're actually cleaning and wiping. Now look, see, nothing there. Just this little bit of film here left behind. So that just means on the front side where we were sitting here doing this, that just means we did it all nicely, got all that off. That way you can come back and just clean your tile at this point. So that's it. Look at it now. We're waiting on everything to dry. Look, I got my little handprint right there. So we're waiting on everything to dry, but that's it. That pinstriped. Just beautiful. Remember those corners I told you about? That's why we got them when we did. That really turned out nice. We weren't fighting that at the end. So that's it. Hope that helps you at home. We're going to start getting everything else set up and get it in here. After a couple hours, we can walk in here. About 4 hours total. Be good to go, and we'll start setting everything in here and getting this wrapped. Hey, so look, check it out. We're getting near the finish here for the day. We got a little bit left in here to do. I'm going to end up painting this baseboard. And again, we got another coat of paint we're going to put on the walls. But, caulking is one of those things that can look great. It can look not so great. So I want to show you here real quick. See the angle of that tip? So most people's going to cut that tip, kind of like in a 45. But it's not just a matter of you need enough caulk to go in behind. But on top of that, you can use the point of that tip. It's just like your finger, and I'm going to show you. When you set this down here, you're not setting it down this way or up here or any of that. You want to set it where that point hits. Turn that up, and as you squeeze out that point, you're filling this in, plus that point is doing its job. And watch, I'm going to show you. I'm going to take my finger back over that. One finger. So that's what I'm talking about right there. It pretty much does it for you. One other thing I want to show you. Tom, show them that vent. Man, The vent made it. So another thing I want to show you here, you come on in, Tom. Yep, right there is good. Another thing I want to show you, keep in mind, it's just a regular small little screwdriver, okay? We've got about the smallest little gap you could have. But a lot of times when you push your finger into this and pull up, you smear it here on the grout. So this is what you do in your corners, everywhere. I had all those done before I thought about showing you, but take that tip, turn your gun upside down, stick that tip right down there and touch right at the bottom. And as you start squeezing, pull up. And instead of taking your finger, there and smearing that in, this is a damp microfiber towel. Take your screwdriver flat down here on the floor and use that as a guide. Just pinstripes that line. When you come up top, I use it to get myself out of that corner. And then I pull down. Just like that. Then I'm going to take the gun and feed right into that. Then I'll take the screwdriver over here where I can't get my finger very well. Look. Just like that. Now I'm going to go back through and I'm going to get all the little brad nail holes with the wood putty. And that's it. We'll be wrapping up this bathroom here shortly. So we're about done for the day. I wanted all this caulking finished out. A lot of people would have pre-painted this base. No problem. It's whatever you're comfortable with. We are comfortable painting real close to that tile. So we install the base. That's why we have our first coat on. Now we can install the base. The caulking's going to dry overnight, so we won't pull none of that out. And when I get here tomorrow, we're going to paint this base. We're going to go out to our other room that we're working on identically with this one. Get that room painted and situated. By the time I come back in here and cut and roll the ceiling and bring all the walls down, the base will be long dry by then. And I'm going to be able to take a final pinstripe line right above this baseboard here and just make everything sharp. You know, plus installing everything. If we were to bump any of the walls, that's why we do that first coat early. Put our finish coat on right at the finish. So until the next one, hope everybody has a great weekend coming up. We'll see you back on the finish. So there it is. This is how we're going to leave them for the night. That is just pinstriped. Beautifully pinstriped. To perfection. So we love it. They're happy. Got a final clean in there. Now we're ready. We got about a half a day in here left, setting the tub, getting a final coat of paint on the wall and everything, and this sucker will be glowing. So till the next one, y'all. See you back real soon.